In the end, it was from high till the very low, about 21% for just the shifting of the test flight. And you know what is the great thing about that? Well, from here it maybe just go up, right? So welcome to Virgin Galactic Fridays, your favorite into, and after you saw the info and you like it, please smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and here we go. Those are the topics for today. We will talk about the Q3 earnings because it's around the corner, okay? As we speak, we have about 2 weeks till the Q3 earnings are out and what you have to look for and why this could be very good or very bad for the stock. This we will discuss in today's Virgin Galactic Fridays episode, and also we will discuss the space performance over the last couple of days, where they are in terms of market cap and so on and so forth. And finally, we will dive into the stock chart to see where we are going and which trends are now necessary to watch. So without further ado, release. Let's talk about GSX. As you know, this is a very long-term partner of this channel, and we are likely to introduce it to you in case you heard for the very first time about this coin. So GSX is a stable coin together with a growth coin, okay? That means that the team Apollo Fintech, that also make blockchain projects for governments and so on, they are actually providing real gold assets in terms of physical gold, in terms of mines all around Africa. And you're seeing the CEO Steven is just around the whole continent looking for great partnerships with the very top politicians of the African countries. And if you're seeing this kind of fantastic melt between physical world and digital world, then this is something that I personally really like. The coin is currently at $0.03, which is likely to grow over time as more assets are backing the coin, okay? And they are having the plans to go up to $1 per coin in the next couple of years, just by adding true value to the currency, okay? And I believe that there's something that is very nicely to see, specifically to the point where they melt, you know, the real world and the digital world. And this is a brand new project that they just did, and have a look what they have done.
We're here at the first ever GSX marketplace. This thing has been hopping all day long. This is our first go around. We're gonna have these reoccurring in this location and many others soon. It's been incredibly successful. Even this first time, we've had hundreds of people show up. We've been very excited about this initiative, and I'm very glad that we're finally able to show you what we've been up to behind the scenes.
And this is what I'm telling you guys since the very beginning. GSX is not only a new cryptocurrency or a new project or a new altcoin, it's a real people, and Steve as a visionary really drives that innovation vision and bringing it to life and giving a real life an example at the farmers market where the people bought things with GSX to show it that it's really working and it has a real application in the real world. I cannot wait for a huge new update very soon. You will hear it first here, obviously, and what you are waiting for, the link into the description as usual to get your hands on GSX. By reviewing the last quarter presentation, what will be important, okay? There will be obviously the test flight update or slash a timeline. I think that this is really important because this will give us a good idea what we really have to look for, and when could be a potential, new times and dates where we can get some updates. I'm thinking that, there will be some updates throughout the process, maybe quarterly or half through, which could help the stock. And then I think this could be also an interesting point. I think here something, instead of the Unity 22 flight, we should get something on the flight ticket sales, okay? Because this is something that should be now at least somehow through the registrations that they offered on the website to be estimated how many people are really interested in. Then we should maybe get something on the fleet. The Delta Wing airplane will be, or spaceship rather said, will be definitely a deep focus point on that here, where I'm really curious how it will look like, because they said the design is already finished, so maybe we will have the Q3 earnings as an event where they will show us in the presentation how the new spaceship will look like, which attributes it will have, and so on and so forth. Then maybe they will have something more about the customer experience, right? They said they will update us, so around the Richard Branson flight, so I expect something about that as well. And fleet expansion, I don't think there will be a big topic out of that. And then going into the financials, obviously it's important how much they are really burning. Okay, last time it was 66 million, but this also included the big marketing gig with the total loss of $94 million. They actually, had the big marketing event with Richard Branson, so this should be a little bit less. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it that you have to really be focused on. I will be obviously live streaming, so stay tuned, and let's dive now into the performance of the space stock over the last couple of days. I have to say, looking into the space stock, we had a pretty good week, except obviously the drop from the big cliff, guys. Okay, I mean, it looked pretty amazing. I'm imagining this like, hey, looking forward to the next test flight. Hey, it must be just days away, and then just deep dive, from 24-ish to about 21, and then even the bottom so far, we have to say, you might have seen my stream, we might have hit the bottom at 1913. And you know what the great thing about that? Well, from here it maybe just go up, right? So you could make a nice 5% gain if you have bought it already at those levels. And I think that, always after this kind of movements of, in the end it was from high till the very low, about 21% for just the shifting of the test flight, and still, improving on the safety of the aircraft and just rolling that first and being then earlier into the potential earlier also making the commercial operations. Well, I think it's not that bad. And currently we are sitting at about $5.184 billion. So what I want to say is, I think the market overreacted. It was also in a time where the market didn't know where to go. It was the volatile October, and then now we are going into the end of the year rally. So we might have seen the lows, and from here it's going very much up. Maybe not at 50,000 feet, but it goes up. And as you can see, pre-market, as of the recording, we are quite flat. The last days were quite positive. So where does this bring us? Okay, so as I said, this was the chance just a couple of days ago really to break through with the test flight and so on, but this need to be erased now. Okay, we have a totally new situation, so I will clear all the drawing. Now what is important is that we find a kind of ground, a kind of support, right? And I said many times before, there could be the following scenarios. So either we fall back to My levels, which was, as you remember, test flight rescheduled and so on, and then the flight of Richard Branson rescheduled and so on and so forth. But then we go from here and go higher. This actually make also quite sense, because $15 as a really bounce back rate would be fantastic, because from there we could bounce back to 30 and then to $45 real quick, right? Anyway, there is also some support level a little bit earlier, okay, here at around where we approximately at, okay, around the 2019 levels, okay. So my expectation is actually this, that we are going something like that, where we bounce off and go higher from here, okay. So this maximum 15, but I never wait for this kind of things, because you never know, okay, you never know. It can be a good news, can be the overall market, can be something that will skyrocket the stock just without any big announcement, and then you will say and bite your ass and say, I wish I have bought at 20, I wish I've bought at 19. Even now, the people that could have bought at 19 and haven't are now standing there and saying, okay, I should have bought there, because the overall market goes higher and higher, and I just running behind that. So that's quite interesting. I'm definitely seeing a lot of potential here, and love that overall outlook here. I just love the company. I love the outlook over the next couple of 12 months. I mean, now finally we have the enhancement period, and now really all the question marks will be gone for the technology of the company and the spaceship, if it's ready, if it's not, what need to be enhanced, and so on. They have really taken now the time to really make everything properly. They flew Richard, so those are very, very good signs for me that we see a big company one day.